dark house. We don't have any electricity right now. We had some major winds last night and today, and a lot of trees fell, I guess. And so there's, I think, a big, I don't know if the whole town of Libby, but there's a lot of places that we have power outages. So, and we were one of them. So all day we had no power. So what I'm doing, I just thought I'll just bring you along with us. And we're heating up water here because we have, we don't have any water in the house, but what we do have is a pump, like a hand pump, outside by our hydrant that we put in just for emergency situations. So I am really glad for that, so we can pump cold water. And so I'm heating up some water to wash dishes or whatever else we need it for. And so on this wood stove, this is down in our basement apartment. So on this wood stove, I'm just making our dinner. And I'm making a soup here. I don't even have the recipe for the soup. It's just a lot of different stuff I put in, venison and a whole bunch of veggies and some pasta. And then in this thing, this is a Dutch oven. I'm going to try and make a cobbler on the stovetop. I have never tried that before, so I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm gonna give it a try and see how it turns out. So here I have some brown butter. It actually wasn't supposed to be browned, but I didn't get to it soon enough, so it browned. So hopefully it won't, hopefully it'll just give it a good flavor. Okay, Wyatt, did you want to help me scrape that in there? So what we do first, this is a very easy batter, and what we do first is melt butter, and then we just make a simple batter of flour and milk, and use your other hand. Use your hand, yeah, like this. No, the other hand, Wyatt. Okay, and I'll just scrape it in there. If you need to use both hands, you can. Then what you do is, yeah, just pour the batter in there. I'll write the recipe for this cobbler down in the description box below for you guys. Okay, Wyatt, shall I finish it here? And now, what we do next is we put in a whole bunch of berries. Hey Wyatt, could you run to the can room and get some peaches? Next we pour in a whole bunch of berries, and here I just have some raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries from our garden that I had in the freezer. I'm just gonna sprinkle them on here, and then I might even put some canned peaches in. A Dutch oven, once it gets hot, it stays really hot. And so hopefully it'll bake in there okay. So we're gonna give it a try. This is actually kind of fun to rough it for a little while, but I don't think I'd want to do this all the time. But I'm just thankful for everything that we have, so that I can still cook, I can heat up water, and we can get by okay. And I'm hoping by tomorrow they'll have the electricity going again. There were so many trees that fell that they had to get outside help, I think, to come and help fix everything. So we usually don't have wind like this at all here in this valley. And it was really, we really had some high winds. So I thought I'll just take you along and just show a little bit what we're doing when we have no electricity. Okay. Well, it's about 7 o'clock or is it? So we decided just to go ahead and eat. Joas is not here. He is down at our store trying to figure out what to do about the electricity, I think. I'm not sure what all he's doing, but I think they have a lot of freezer stuff, and they used to have a backup generator, but I don't think they have one right now, so that's what's causing all the trouble. They have to find places to put all the freezer items from the store, you know, find place for it. So hopefully this electricity goes on soon. So I guess we're just here eating by ourselves without him, but I'm sure he'll show up soon. Wow, he's home. So, babe,
Finally.
what happened down there?
Well, as you know, we have our farm to market store, grocery store, and it's got these freezers and coolers, walk-in freezers and coolers, and of course, it can't go perpetually without being cold. So we rented a 25 kW generator, kilowatt generator, and we spent an hour or so hooking it all up. Well, actually a couple hours probably, hooking it all up, and then at the very end we realized that it's not big enough to run our freezer, and then about 2 minutes later the power came back on. And then we hooked everything back up onto the line again, and I just got home. So that we spent, I don't know, from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock or so doing that. Maybe I don't know what time it is, 8 o'clock. Anyways, so we just got home, and I came home and I'm shocked. There's no power here, and it's like a mile from here. So we have no power, but the store has power, which I'm really thankful. Otherwise, I'm not sure what we would have done. Probably take everything out of the freezer, which would be a huge job. It's loaded with all kinds of stuff. So the moral of the story is this: we used to have a backup generator for the store, and then because of rewiring things, we eliminated it, but now we will have to get a backup generator. I don't want to do this again. So I'm grateful to be home. And it's kind of nice sitting by the candlelight and eating, I guess. But I might still have to pull out our generator and run it for a while to get our freezers. We have a freezer all full of meat and frozen vegetables and raspberries and stuff like that. So we cannot have that thaw. So I'll probably have to get the generator out a little bit later after I'm done eating it and run it for a couple hours and make sure that's cold and plug our refrigerator in up here. Other than that, I think we're good. We're pumping water, and we're got our wood stoves going, and it's kind of nice sitting around the table by candlelight.
And our food turned out pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
just from the wood stove.
It's delicious.
Even our cobbler turned out all right, although the bottom was a little darker than the top.
It's good practice. It's good to run out of power sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, doggy. Some hot water. Okay, that should do it. Ugh. Ow, ouch. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Oh my. This was a unbelievable set.
Well, hopefully tomorrow our power will be back on, and then we can resume normal living. But until then, we will do fun stuff like this. So thanks for watching Montana Haven, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yep.
Hey, just a quick update. This is the third day. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon and we still don't have any power, and it sounds like it could be a while until we have power. There was thousands of homes that had no power. I'm very thankful though that the store and like Joe's mom and dad have power, but we up here don't, and there's quite a few around us that don't. But anyways, we're just living life however we can, and in the same time, it's a good reminder of being very grateful for what we have and for what we had. And you know, you take your power, your electricity, you take your stove, your fridge, your freezers, everything like that you take really for granted. And like your phones, your social media, everything like that, it's just, you just have everything at your fingertips and you take it so for granted. And it's just such a good reminder to take life, you know, to take perspective of what is important in life. So yeah, it's just, you know, what's really important is that you have family, that you have, like I have my spouse, my husband. Remember to tell your spouse that you love them, your children and your family, and just be very grateful for what you have. And it's very good for us, and we're actually thinking of getting a really good backup generator. That's a big cost, but then if we need to, we can live totally off grid, you know, if this happens again. And this has happened quite frequently actually, but not nearly this bad or for this long. So yeah, anyways, it's just a good reminder just to, you know, to know what's really important in life. So anyways, I'm going to sign off, and I just want to bless you all and wish you all safety, and just love you all. Thank you for watching and for subscribing, and we will see you on the next video.